Timmy is on a first date. He sat there clenching his fists, sweating bullets because he can't figure out what to say. Timmy then yells from across the table, are you having fun tonight? I think you're really cute. Am I your type? The girl Timmy is with looks at him in disgust, gets up and goes, I forgot to let my dog out before I left, so I have to get going. As Timmy is leaving the restaurant, left in disbelief, he sees that she sat with someone else. Who could it possibly be? Alexander. Alexander has unmatched charisma. Alexander speaks to women in a way where they can't help but fall in love with him. His calm demeanor mixed with his unmatched confidence and charisma make him the most desired man in the world. So how can we be more like Alexander and less like Timmy? That's what we're going to cover in this video. I used to be very insecure around women. I remember this one time I was out with my friends at a restaurant and I saw a cute girl that I wanted to go talk to, and I was even telling myself, yeah, I should go do it, I should go talk to her, and my friends were hyping me up too, and I was gonna go do it, and then all of a sudden, the negative thoughts started to creep in. I started saying to myself, oh, she wouldn't be into a guy like me, or there's no way she'd like me back, and I didn't end up doing it. But now I have a girlfriend and I've significantly leveled up this area of my life. So in this video, I'm gonna be covering the 5 steps of talking to women so you can improve with women and become your most confident self. Number 1, be a good listener. Where a lot of guys mess up is they go on a date and they ask themselves, oh, what can I say to make her like me back? Or what can I say to impress her? Which in reality, the question you should be asking yourself is, how can I make her feel comfortable? And the number 1 way you can make a girl feel comfortable with you is by being a good listener. I saw a statistic a while back. I believe it was that women say 3,000 more words than men on average. Yet a lot of guys go on a date and they focus on trying to talk her into liking them. Instead of focusing on talking her into liking you, what you need to make sure you don't do is talk her out of liking you. You don't got to tell her about all of your amazing things that you do. You don't got to brag about yourself the whole time. That's extremely unattractive. Instead, ask high quality questions. Be the guy who's listening to her. When she tells you something, nod your head and be present and show that you're there actually listening to her, not just mindlessly thinking about the next thing you're gonna say. Which leads me into number 2, avoid the interview vibe. So when I say ask her more questions, there is a right way to do it and there is a wrong way to do it. The wrong way to do it is ask her random question after random question. I remember this one time I was on a date with a girl and I asked her, oh, you know, what's your favorite place that you've ever gone on vacation? And she said, like, I don't know, it was like Mexico or something. And then randomly, the next question I asked her, I was like, oh, how many siblings do you have? I think she said she had like 2 siblings or something like that. And then the next question I asked was like, oh, what do you like to do for fun? But where I went wrong in this scenario is I was asking random question after random question. It just felt like a job interview. So what you want to do instead of asking random question after random question, oh, what's your favorite color? Oh, how many siblings do you have? Oh, where's your favorite place you've gone on vacation? Ask her questions that build off of one of another. So when you ask her, where's your favorite place you've gone on vacation? After that, say something like, oh, your favorite place is Mexico. Well, what did you do in Mexico? Oh, I've been to Mexico too. Here's the story about the time that I went to Mexico. You see how it's different? In the first example, you're just asking random question after random question. And in the second example, you're asking questions that actually relate to one another. So it's flowing like a real conversation. Because a lot of guys will hear this advice of ask girls questions, be a good listener, but they take it way too literally and act like a freaking robot, okay? Don't be a robot. Just be a human being and have a normal conversation. Number 3, don't put her on a pedestal. Okay, think about it this way, bro. Why not also ask yourself, how can she win me over? How can she prove herself to me? Because a lot of guys always go in with the mindset of, how can I impress her? How can I win her over? Which leads to them being super needy and insecure because they're so worried about things not working out. But stop putting the girl up on a pedestal. Stop thinking so highly of her just because she's an attractive girl. Because reality is, she's just another human. She's just another person, right? Just because she's good looking doesn't mean that you should fall head over heels in love with her immediately. Go into things with a neutral mindset, and instead of going into things thinking, how can I impress her? How can I win her over? Think to yourself, how can she also impress me and prove herself to me? And when you do that, I promise you, you will be much more confident than the guy who's so worried about impressing her and who thinks so highly of her and thinks she's like some untouchable queen. Next, bro, speak with conviction. I want you to hear these 2 lines and tell me which one you think would be more attractive. Oh, you know, I really like you and I think maybe we should go on a date sometime. And, you know, is that something that you'd be open to? Versus, let's go on a date sometime. When are you free? Out of those 2 guys, which one do you think is more likely to be successful? Of course, the second one. But why is that? Because you might be saying, well, why should you be so confident if you don't know that she likes you back? But you showing confidence makes it more likely that she will be into you. Because do you think the guy who sees himself as a high value person is going into things second guessing himself? No. He speaks with confidence. He speaks like he knows his value. He speaks in a way that shows that I am valuable, and that's how I perceive myself. Now, the reality is, just because you speak with confidence, does that mean every girl is going to be into you? No. But it's much better to just go into things with the mindset that she's into me, she likes me back, and I'm a high value person, than to go into things with the mindset that, oh, like maybe she'll be into me, but maybe not. Because the guy who speaks with conviction, who speaks with confidence, will always outperform the guy who doesn't. Also, when you say things, don't overuse the word maybe or we'll see, I think so. No. Speak with conviction. Speak with confidence. This is what we're going to do. We're going to go out and get dinner. We're going to go and get ice cream. Not, maybe we could go get ice cream. Is that something you'd want to do? No. Speak with confidence. Speak with conviction. And last but certainly not least, you have to practice. I've talked to a lot of guys who said, I went on a first date and it didn't go very well. How do I improve? I feel like I have no confidence because it didn't go well. And the first question I always ask is, well, how many dates have you gone on? How many girls have you approached? And they'll be like, I've been on 3 dates in my life, or I've approached 3 girls. And it's like, bro, dating is a numbers game. You have to understand that. Think about it like basketball. What do you have to do to get good at basketball? You have to take jump shots. What do you have to do to get good at lifting weights? You have to go to the gym. You can't just immediately show up to the gym and bench press 135 pounds. So the same thing holds true with talking to girls. You can't just immediately go on a first date and expect to be amazing at it right away. Now, could that happen? Yeah, it could go really well your first time, but the expectation should be, I'm just gonna get practice. I'm gonna go on a date, and if it goes well, that's great, but if not, I'll improve. I'll get better at the skill of talking to girls, and the next time, it'll get better. And over time, if I keep improving the skill, eventually I'll get to where I want to be. Because the difference between the guys who are successful with dating and the guys who are not is everybody faces rejection. The successful and the unsuccessful guys. But the Alexanders, the successful guys, when they face rejection, they don't say to themselves, I'm going to give up and I'm just never going to talk to a girl again. No, they persevere through it. They overcome the adversity. They say, just because I got rejected once doesn't mean this experience is going to define me. Whereas the Timmies, the guys who don't see themselves as high value, they beat themselves up. They say to themselves, I got rejected, so it's over and I'll never get a girlfriend now. Girls just like guys who are tall and attractive. Shut up, bro. That's not true at all, okay? Have an abundance mindset. See yourself as a catch. And go into things with confidence and be okay with failing. Because failure is not the end of the world. It's not your failures that define you. It's how you respond to failure that defines you. So anyways, bro, I hope that video helped. Linked in the description, we have my free community where you can come in, ask questions about girls, talk to other guys about self-improvement. So if you want to become more like Alexander, go click that link in the description to my free Discord. I'll see you for the next video, bro.